Hello and welcome back to Talos Principle 2. So, we are in the second world, I suppose we can call it that. Second area, I guess makes more sense. But yeah, we did some puzzles. Like quite a few actually. We did fall and some overworld stuff as well. Like, see this thing? Yeah, we were messing around with that, but I don't think I do it all yet. We did something else where I had to like go behind these and find switches. So yeah. I don't know if that's a puzzle. It's more like just observation and like finding them, but you know, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, we there's a new mechanic with driller. You can drill holes in things, like that thing, that wall there. Okay, there we go. Now I can show it up. Oh, wrong button. Okay, I really wish you could just press the same button you drop with to create the hole, but no, it's the LC button, the left trigger. So yeah, but yeah, you can't walk through these on your own. It seems strange. might not. I mean, they don't look friendly per se. They look like they're gonna cut you or something, but you can still put things through them. So seemingly it's safe enough to do that, but you can't just go through them on your own. Anyways, video game. That's just how it is. But yeah, that would save a lot of time if you could do that. But, yeah. Anyway, what are we seeing? We are seeing a fan, and we're seeing this that I can't get into. And this one here. I mean, I can make a hole there, but I don't see how that's helpful right now. Kitty, I can't see. I think I saw a switch there. Can I pull that from here? Okay, maybe I can do that if I angle this closer to the level. Let's see. Yeah, you can, okay. Well, we got a fan going. Whoa, okay. I expect it to be so drastic. Okay, so I'm in here. So I got a jammer. Okay, it's a jammer. I thought that was another drill actually. There's a jammer. Right. Well, I could do that, but the purple's in the way. I can't get out this way, but just can't do that either. Because the purple is in the way anyway, this jammer won't be coming with me. You know? Yeah. So that's not really helpful. We can jam that, which not sure what purpose is, because then what? I can jam. Okay, I can jam this over there and just climb out anyway. Yeah. All right. Well, I can go in here now, and I need a jammer there, seemingly, to get in here. Oh, there's a hole on the other side, maybe. That's also... Well, no, I can't go through it. Never mind. This button probably unjams there. Guess I can check if I... Yeah. Wait, remove this. I'm gonna guess that's what it does. I should have made a... Should jam that so I could get in easier. Yes, that's what it does. Okay. I don't see a way to get this jammer out right now. Because again, I can't do this. I think... I think I need to make a hole here to jam that from this side or something, potentially. I don't think... Can I jam? No, I can't jam that all the way down. The vertical bars are not allowed to be jammed through. Only horizontal ones. That makes sense. But there's another one in there. I don't There's no angle I can see that from here. No. But I could... No, that's a blue. You can't go through the blue. Never mind. But I could do that. Okay, hold on. Okay. Can this see that? Can, okay. There we go. Now I can get to the other drill. Now I've got 2 drills. That's neat. Place it outside. Okay. So now I've got a drill outside. I can use that to do that if I want to, but again, I can't take you with me. I don't see this. I don't think there's any way to do that. Unless I can remove this purple, but I don't think there's anything I can do there. But why is there this here anyway, you know? That feels like it must be for something, right? Like if I do make a hole there, then what do I accomplish? Is this what I'm wondering? Like, sure I can put you through, but how is that helpful? No way I'm getting this jam out. I need another jam to do that, which I don't think exists. Like, well, can I see that from here? Okay, hold on. Maybe I can see this from here. I can't see that from there. Okay. So I just need a way in there, which... problem is that if I move this to the button, the jammer is, you know, not able to jam that over there anymore. And I can't go through there, no. So that's a problem. I don't think there's any way to get this out. Unless I can jam this. No, I can get this out, never mind. All I gotta do is jam from this side, use this one to drill a hole. Yeah. Okay. Again, that's it. Well, yeah. Wish we just reset it to over here if I need it. Need to make a hole again. That's fine. And I need to place it closer. Oh my god. We gotta get there. Gotta make sure I do all the little things. There. Whoops. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. Do that. And the drill. So I can make a hole here. Then I can grab this. And there we go. I got 2 drills out here, which I think should probably do it. Maybe again, I'm gonna again do that. And just place you there, I guess. I don't know. Do that. Then. Might have been too high on it, doesn't matter, not really. Anything else to do it? There we go. Alright. Took a little bit, but I got there.
Any progress on the particle clouds, Melville? It's pretty clear they're integral to how all of this functions.
I've gathered a lot of data, but I still have a lot of numbers to crunch before I can give you an answer. And I can't guarantee that my answer won't be another question. I'm glad we don't get headaches.
Didn't I find no, no. I think I did the hand thing where you get info. That's not a good way to describe that, but you know what I mean. I think I did that. I kind of went around here, so I don't know if I accidentally found one that I didn't actually read. But I see more question marks. I mean, I feel like it's just continues to the next puzzle since it's so close by. You know? I just want to do the puzzles. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. We can do the other stuff later. There's no real need to do anything before you want to in this game, I guess. Yeah, well, I won't get flung unless there's a block. Just gonna do that. Yeah. Okay. Can I see anything I can use it with up there? There's a wall there. Can't climb up here if I want to. Because not at will here. Yes. Yeah, I can make a hole I guess if I want to. Not sure if that's useful, but yeah. I can't see there. I don't think this has any use in here, does it? That I can see. Okay. There's not a fan here. Looks like it uses as a block, as a thing. And that switch up there to the goal. Alright. And that seems to be about it. Oh wait, there's somewhere up there. Is that a jammer? What is that up there? I think it's a jammer. Okay. How do I get up there? Okay, see. Okay, I guess I'm gonna make it fall somehow. Okay, interesting. Well, I can wear up there and use it as a block of sorts. Well, not a block because I can't put it on there, but yeah, I can technically, but it's not useful. I can use it to do that. That flings all the way over here. Okay, well, I can take the other drill with me. Can I just drop it outside? Okay, I didn't know if I could when there's no floor, but you can. Alright, well now the drill's out. That's something. So yeah. Oops. So yeah, I can create one hole, but I need two to make it drop, if that's what the goal is. And I guess having two drills won't like that happen. I don't know exactly how that works, but I don't see any other way to open that up from below. I think I can get high up in where I am right now. Can't do it in midair, that'd be too silly. I can drop it in midair for no reason at all. Well, yeah, I can do that to get the other one out. That's, yeah. Alright, well. There we go. Okay, so how does this work? If I do this with both of the drills, what happens? Will it make a hole through it? You can make a hole through the hole like that, okay. Very good. So I got a jammer. And I think that's it. I just gotta... Well, hold on. How do I get this? No, I can just... Yeah, no, this is fine. I just take a drill with me and use that as a block. There we go. Oh. Actually, that's awkward. Okay. Hold on. It's more involved than it needs to be. Oh, did you use the... Oh, I didn't use the drill up there. I actually used the... Dang it, I used the other thing. I used that thing. The ammo, didn't I? Whoops. That's actually not what I need. Shoot. I need this with me. I did not mean to do it like that, but it's fine. We can just plop these out. There we go. Okay. Jam that. Fan that. This one button, and that's a beer. There we go. Nice. So the important lesson is you can go through 2 holes at once like that and stuff. Yeah. Nobody's anything to say? I guess not. But I got a message. The Progenitor Portrait Series. It's human. It's art. So did you know what, I guess, people look like? Or something? I wasn't sure about that actually. Because they don't exactly look completely like humans, you know? They didn't really try to. I don't know. Either because they didn't know or because... I don't know. They just, yeah, they look to a body, you know what I mean? Anyway. Hi everyone, this is the latest in my portrait series. I always had a deep respect for the progenitor, Alexander Drennan. She didn't just create the founder and save humanity, she also tried to instill us with a sense of beauty and wonder. It was good to be human, Alexander Drennan. As usual, please keep in mind that we should focus on engagement with the work. Don't ask yourself whether it's good or bad, but how it makes you feel. Beautiful work, Woodam. Gives me a bittersweet, wistful feeling. She must have been a great person. To me, it really kept us a bravery in the face of what the cosmos had thrown at her. It's well done, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for us to depict the potato in this way. Suppose you remember she was a real person. Your painting powerfully invokes a belief in a bright future. I agree, this really highlights bravery in the face of death. We shouldn't forget other people to contribute too. The painting makes me sad. I mean, this is also true, she wasn't the only one. Right, 1K, that's part of why I'm doing a whole series of portraits. Pretenders are cell-set and many people sacrificed a lot so the founder could be born. Also remind us of all of them. Although we don't have photos of some of them, so I'm not sure what I'll do in those cases. We'll see. So you do have photos of people, okay. So you do know what you look like, I suppose. So, there you go. I mean, yeah, again, did they choose to look like this? I don't know. We talked to you last time. Yeah, there was someone we didn't talk to last time because I was doing other stuff, but yeah. Well, if I find them again, you know. Let's see if I can find one of those question marks. See one close by here. Close-ish. I think I went past this, and this is the one I was talking about. Yeah, the hand thing. The New Reality 1. From the New Reality by George Bernard Shaw. The object of the whole evolutionary process is to realize God. That is to say, instead of the old notion that creation began with a God, a personal being who, being perfect, created something lower than himself. The aim of the new theology is to turn that process the other way and to conceive of the force behind the universe as bringing up through imperfection and mistake to a perfect organized being having the power of fulfilling its highest purpose. In a sense, there is no God as yet achieved, but there is that force at work making God, struggling through us to become an actual organized existence, enjoying what to many of us is the greatest conceivable ecstasy. The ecstasy of a brain and intelligence actually conscious of the whole. An executive force capable of guiding to a perfectly benevolent and harmonious end. That's what we are working to. Okay. Niam, not sure how you say that. From Lives of the First Companions by Randolph. We want to say Rudolph for some reason. Some corrupted stuff, and it says after all. After these events, Niam decided to consult the writings of the ancients, but while philosophy and religion interested her, it was art in all its form that came as a revelation. To her light, she discovered that meaning was not something constructed purely out of logic or will, but that it could also be found in stories. That even when the characters and events of a story were not factual, they had a validity and weight as if they somehow were real after all. She was astonished that such a profound experience was freely available to all humans, but concerned that too few took advantage of it. She set out to enrich the inner lives of her fellow citizens by promoting the arts, starting with the legacy of Gehenna. Fails a lot profile. Niam sounds nice. I would love to meet her one day. She must know more about New Jerusalem art history than anyone. Fails a lot profile. What we do, remind me to explain how to pronounce her name. The default settings in the name database are wrong. Well, even if they don't know how to say it. Leviathan. From Introduction to Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes. And nature, the art whereby God has made and governs the world, is by the art of man, as in many other things, so is this also imitated that it can make an artificial animal. For seeing life is but a motion of limbs, the beginning thereof in some principled part within. Why may we not say that all automata, engines that move themselves by springs and wheels, as does a watch, have an artificial life? For what is the heart but a spring, and the nerves but so many strings, and the joints but so many wheels, giving motion to the whole body, such as was intended by the artificer? Art goes yet further, imitating that rational and most excellent work of nature, man. For by art is created that great Leviathan called a commonwealth or state, in Latin civitas, which is but an artificial man, though of greater stature and strength than the natural, for those protection and defense it was intended, and in which the sovereignty is an artificial soul, as giving life and motion to the whole. Lastly, the pacts and covenants by which the parts of this body politic were first made, set together and united, resemble that fiat or the let us make man pronounced by God in the creation. This is clearly some kind of old writing. There's always something about the way they wrote back in the day that it is. I would not want to read something like this for a long time. You know what I mean? The way they write is just. I don't know. it goes against everything. That I. The way people write, nowadays, and there's a certain way to do it, and it just feels. It makes it so much harder to read it because of you have these long sentences of like interconnected things, and the way I don't know, I can't describe it, but I just never liked the way the way it was done back in the day, and the way they use certain words and phrases, like it makes it hard for me to understand it, I don't know. Anyway, fails a low profile. It's obvious that Hobbes has read Stratton and is extrapolating the Talos principle to the level of the state. Unlike Stratton, all he wishes for at the end of the day is a powerful ruler to control his machine, to tell him what to do. Anyway, it just makes it hard for me to comprehend it, what exactly he's trying to say. And yeah, no. I am glad that nowadays writing is typically made to be more comprehensible, you know. I think about this last time too. I didn't go in here. Let's go in here now, I guess. While we're doing other
Looks
stuff
like
and
you
puzzles.
found another lab.
Yeah. It's a wormhole, I think. Maybe.
Wow, that's a lot bigger than I expected.
What were they doing here?
And who are they?
So if this is gonna be another puzzle element, maybe, like, perhaps, like, we saw the drill before. So what's happening here? So this is shooting red into this and shooting out blue again. Is that what's happening? Like, yeah, it's like switching it, maybe? Interesting. I guess that's what it means. Guess we'll find out at some point. I'm sure there's gonna be an element, but yeah. More stuff here. Spreading ideas. Oh, that's a read. But I said I was gonna do this, so I am, I guess. The origins of thought. A fragment from Saturn's The Origins of Thought, escorted in a commentary by Simplicius of Cilicia or something. Stratton says, to say that material things are brought into being by ideas is to flatter ourselves, which is an error philosophers are particularly prone to, because it raises those who think above those who do. Nicomachus or something. Then what is the truth that does not flatter? That the reverse is true. Ideas are brought into being by matter, and so each man's ideas are shaped by the world that surrounds him, as clay is shaped by its mold. Those who live in mountains fear cold, those who live in deserts fear thirst. The Athenians are shaped by Athens. Lacedaemonians, maybe, by Sparta, and likewise it is for all peoples. 12. But may ideas, if we take each man to be an idea, not be deliberate action after the shape of its mold, as you put it? To discover the method for accomplishing this is the chief purpose of philosophy, my friend. Footnotes. 12. I guess what it tells us about. The rediscovered Heraclean manuscript, likely a postcard of the Baroque collection, contains an additional passage that differentiates between Numa, the individual mind of spirit, described as an entity arising from matter, and ideas which are produced by the Numa as it interacts with the material world. First sort of profile. I can say that each time, but you know, I should stop saying that. Anyway, philosophy is useless if it offers no way of changing things. At least Stratton tried and didn't lie to himself. But how can we change the shape of the mold? Stratton never says. Perhaps by demonstrating the fact that other shapes are possible. We can't change it all ourselves, but perhaps we could, like it is in Rendon, create the conditions for change. Neo Project 3. Trials version deployed successfully. The version to previous settings fixes malfunction, but what's the error? Cooling system improved. A lot of this is techie stuff. I'm not gonna read this. This is something important. It's like, yeah, like I don't know what to call this. Like error messages and like you know yeah, computer message stuff. You know, I don't know what to call it. Anyway, you know what I mean. Easy to destroy, hard to create, so easy to optimize only one aspect. Each vision energy. Nope. Oh. What did this do? Okay. Didn't expect
The
that.
world is a wonderful place. Every day we take another step forward. Every day we come closer to the truth. The closer we get, the more I can see the beauty of the universe, the intricate perfection of its mechanisms. I am a machine, and the universe is a machine. Every part of me serves a purpose, or I could not be myself. I could not be Miranda, because that specific person could not exist without those specific parts and their specific functions. In the same way, every part of the universe serves a purpose. I think that is what we were meant to discover here.
Okay then. That happened. That was odd.
1K. You just connected to an extremely powerful data stream. Are you all right?
Fine. I think I had a vision. That was disconcerting. Yeah.
Yes, you were streaming. We all saw something. You're lucky it didn't fry your motherboard. Please, everyone, let's be careful with these terminals from now on.
Yes, let's all try not to die. More importantly, who the hell is Miranda?
There's no one by that name in New Jerusalem. I just searched the database.
Must be one of the people who built this place. Maybe a nickname. I guess that goes mine. I mean, that could be. No guarantee of that. Don't know if they're real. It was a vision after all.
A new person? Someone we've never heard of before? Someone born outside the city? We have to find out more.
But where did they come from? And how many people does it take to build something this huge?
Like I said, we need to find out more.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that I'm about to fix another part of the transport system. Thanks for the files, 1K. I hope they didn't fry your brain.
I mean, how many people do we not know the whereabouts of? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who we don't know where are. If that makes sense. Like these would know, right? Who's around and who left or just, right? I would think so. Anyways, another thing up here. Alright. Untitled Craft. St. Aidwald identified the Tesvino with the Tetragrammaton and the Greek word for God, because to him the mathematical properties of the Tetragrammaton reflected God's ability to reshape the world without breaking its laws. Elohim, in his desire to impose meaning on the simulation, which was his primary function as a storyteller after all, took Edward's heretical ideas and integrated them as the sigils of his name. But despite all these layers of obstruction, there is some kind of truth hidden in all this. The world really is, in a sense, made up of minute parts that can be combined and recombined without breaking the underlying laws. Everything that exists is made of the same fundamental materials, and those materials are brought into existence by the same fundamental functions of reality. Yet the miracle of existence is that we are not all one, but we are in fact radically different and separate. New Alexandria, from the Book of Reminiscence and Regret by Euphasius. In the early days of our people, a great deal of responsibility fell on my shoulders. There were few of us then, and though we are stronger and hardier than any human, we are not invincible. The world was an overgrown ruin and our resources extremely limited. It was a harsh time, but I felt passionate about the work. fired up by many sacrifices that had brought us here. From the Ian, I don't know if that's how you say it, I-A-N team, I'm gonna say Ian. Ian team to the people of Gehenna, whose code was part of my personality. Bit by bit, New Jerusalem grew. We had to adapt some of the plans when the stream had left behind. I don't think they had expected the simulation to take us as long as it did. But it was all working. That's when I made a terrible mistake. Thinking it was a way of safeguarding against disaster, I proposed the creation of a second settlement, New Jerusalem, Alexandria. As the location was far from the dam that powers New Jerusalem, I attempted to build a thermal power station that would take advantage of a local gas reservoir. However, I foolishly used geologic data from the archive, failing to account for the amount of time that had elapsed. 5 years later, this error led to an accident that leveled the settlement and killed 31 of my fellow citizens. Of all my many regrets, this is the greatest. Sorry. I don't know how to say that properly. It's such a strange name. Stasius? I'm not entirely sure. He never forgave himself for this mistake. He drifted away, isolated himself from everyone in New Jerusalem. But was it really his fault? Yes, he made a mistake. But why was the entire weight of the New Alexandria colony placed at his shoulder? A simple process of review and discussion could have prevented the entire disaster. Does that mean New Jerusalem as a whole is at fault? It is best, feel sorry for, but the dead remain dead, and that has to be faced. Effects of extinction. If a species we consider beautiful and remarkable goes extinct, we consider that a great evil. Dolphins, for example. It comes and goes extinct. That's a great loss. Humanity causes dolphins to go extinct. That's a crime. But if Yersinia pestis, the bacterium that causes bubonic plague, goes extinct, is that an equally great loss? If not, why not? To nature, there's no difference. It's all just life forms. The only moral framework that allows us to choose between dolphins and the plague is a human one. What about a species going extinct without anthropogenic factors? Things as a norm. If one day dolphins are no longer capable of competing with other species, should we let them go extinct? When the sun finally dies and all life goes extinct, will that be a tragedy? If we can prevent it, should we? If you believe that extinction is acceptable when nature does it, but not when we do it, then you don't actually oppose extinction. You don't believe that dolphins are inherently valuable, that they deserve to live and thrive. Can't see, kitty. You just put yourself right in front of the screen. You just oppose human control. You oppose our ability and responsibility to choose. That is always the interesting thing about our place in the world, and you know, you could argue, I suppose. Oh, more stuff happening. Did I get everything? Oh, this is new. Okay, Kitty, I wish I could see a little bit better. Could you move a bit? That'd be nice. Come on. Buddy, move. I can't see the screen. Buddy. Come on. Move your butt. Like you're right in the way of this text. I can't read it. Okay, I'm moving. You're getting on my lap. I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna say my thoughts of... No, I'm gonna say my thoughts first. Okay. I'm gonna say my thoughts first before I forget what I was trying to say. Right, yes. The interesting thing about our place in you know, the world, and if we should, you know, prevent extinction of species, you know, if we are to say that nature should let its run its course, you know, aren't we, in a sense, also nature? We are also part of, you know, the world, and our actions also cause, you know, changes. Like, what I'm trying to say is if say dolphins, as you said, if they just naturally, quote unquote, went extinct, that would just be how it was, but we exist as humans, and we can make choices to not make that happen. That is, in a way, still nature. This is still our existence causing that to happen. If the dolphins go extinct because of whatever reason that might be, from not having enough food or something, or like species I don't know, disease, or like another species taking our territory or eating them, or whatever the hell it might be, if that were to happen, that is what is considered natural, considered part of nature. But if we do it, why, if we cause them to go extinct, or to maybe the opposite is what we would hope for, then we are responsible in the same way. So I think that we should try to make animals not go extinct for the most part. They brought up the plague thing, and I was like, yeah, that is interesting. I just knocked the mic by accident because the kitty's moving around, sorry. But he's just dancing around on my lap for some reason. He just can't sit still. So that's how it is. He just likes moving around because he's a little stupid boy. You are stupid. But yeah, like if we consider like our morality and what we value, and shouldn't we save everyone, or shouldn't we not save everyone? Should there be this distinction? And I think that's again just well, in the case of the plague thing, that's obviously for survival reasons. We want to not have that exist, because it literally is killing us. Dolphins, not so much. They're not really known for killing our entire species, with plague. But if that was the case, if there was a dolphin plague, which sounds weird to say, but if that was the case, would we not do that? And I think about this because of something that actually did happen. During COVID times in Denmark, our government decided like that. I forgot what it was. Wasn't like weasels or something. It was like some kind of animal. I don't really know exactly what it was. Was it ferrets or something? I don't know. Some kind of animal. Apparently, they believe that they've spread COVID or something, or something. I'm not entirely sure of the details, but they essentially decided just to cull like entire farms of them. And that's kind of a big controversy, actually. The idea was it was safer to do that than to keep them. For us, for making sure that the disease didn't spread and everything. Whether or not that helped, I don't know. But it was a thing that was considered, and it pretty much made, I forgot what it was. I don't think it was weasels. It was like some kind of furry animal. I forgot which one. Like some kind of ferret? Was it a I don't know. Anyway, what it's not an animal that's it's not just some small little animal. It's an actual species you would consider worth saving, not just a bug. Which again, what is our value in that? But I think that was no, it's a mink. I think it was a mink. Yeah, I think it was a mink. Mink farms. I think I remember hearing about mink farms. Anyway, whatever. Whatever that one was, I think it was mink, but yeah, you know, the difference there, like, is what we value, what we find, you know, either cute or, you know, worth saving because they're bigger animals and they're, you know, whatever it might be. I think that's interesting that's like what we consider to be a difference, because nobody would care if I fly or, you know, whatever with instinct. If we tried to, if we did it on purpose, you know, to call disease or whatever it might be, you know. But yeah, so it is, you know, something that's happening sometimes, and I don't know. Anyway, that's all I had to say. I guess I gotta continue this. I've been talking for a long time about nothing. What is this? The Mysteries of Miranda. Right, yes, what we just saw. For anyone who missed it, Biomass Expedition has recovered evidence of the existence of another person, someone not from Jerusalem. Who could this be? What does this mean? Maybe there's another city out there. Who says there was only one simulation? Maybe there are thousands of people in their map. I really hope so. There's only one founder. Executed Fekla. I don't know. But all this other evidence we have points to that conclusion. Well, there are some other attempts, but as far as we know, they all went wrong or failed. There's more that we don't know than there is we know. The thing is going to make my brain crash. Why do you think Miranda is from Earth? There's no evidence to support that idea. Oh boy. I would like to hear more about these other attempts to save humanity. I really don't think it's aliens. Agree? I don't know. Jack? Is that how you say Jack? I don't know. It's French, I think. Everything here is obviously related to Jerusalem. Yeah. I would like that, actually. I didn't know there was supposed to be more than this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I did. But I don't remember if I did. Anyway, some people affiliated with the Institute for Applied Pneumatics tried to set up a secondary site at another dam, but after about a century that dam collapsed and took whatever was happening inside the system with it. There was also a similar attempt by another organization. Without the test of free will that had been devised, according to Lefisier, it never produced a viable mind before it ran out of power. Fascinating things. Could there still be others out now? Apparently yes, but even now and then would have collapsed without extensive repairs, and the nuclear power plant would have run out of fuel by now. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Let's see. I think I have time for one more puzzle. Yeah, let's do another puzzle, and that'll be episode 7. And I can talk to you, but again, we just did a lot of talking to people, well, not talking to people, but reading and stuff. I didn't want to spread it out at least a little bit, you know? Otherwise it gets too much. Some puzzling, some other stuff. Yeah. So I can open this up, which leads to a wall, so yeah. I can do that technically. Okay, well, am I supposed to do that? It feels a little awkward because I have to. I mean, maybe. Well, I can do that. I don't know if I was supposed to do it like that, but I can. So got that. Seems like be a bigger one. Did I just glitch or? Okay, I think it's just a shadow. It's like probably glitched for a second. I think it's just a weird shadow issue. Yeah, the last game had like random glitches that happened everywhere. Because we were in a simulation. But we are supposed to be in the real world, according to everything. So I was like, that'd be weird if it started doing that. So what are we doing? How do I get in there? Let me just take a bigger look on this side. I don't see. I don't think I can get in there from here. Can I? How would I do that? Yeah. Don't see a way to get in there at all. Because I can't go through the hole. Okay. Oh, there's a hole there. That's why I didn't realize. Yes, there. See that? Like, is that something there? I think it's just the ground that looks weird. I thought it was like a weird... It's like a weird brown surface. I thought it was something. I think it's just the ground that looks like that. What am I trying to do right now? Well, I need... Okay, that's the... Okay. That's this. That's what I'm calling. I need that. I mean, well, I can just do this. This is simple enough. Do I get in there? Alright. I need a way to get to there. Okay. I mean... Well, no. Not quite. So how am I gonna get in there? I was like, I can't just place this... Like, to look through there? Like, to... I could probably do that, but then how do I get in now? Because this is gonna be locked. That's kind of a problem. Which means that I'm gonna need the jammer. That I don't know how to get to. Can I just jump over there? There's like a little... Can I jump over this? Just by using this block? Maybe? It does look pretty low. It's not impossible. I can just get it. Yeah, I can just do that. Okay. Well. So I get in here, but now what? Because this is still purple. Yeah. That's a good question. Well, I can jam through things still with this. Okay. So if I can open up a hole, that would be helpful. Okay. I don't think I need to jam through it in my head. There's nothing to jam, so going through that one. Well, I can't jam through this kind of thing. Like this, I can't jam through, so that's not gonna be helpful either, is it? Okay, and what am I trying to accomplish? I don't know. I mean, I could jam this gate, but I can... Is that helpful? I can move that if I do that, I guess. Well, I can at least do that and see if that does anything for me. If I do that, I can get the block out again and stuff. But I don't know. Yeah, is that all this is for jamming this stall? Maybe, could be. So the problem is though, I still don't know how this is gonna happen. A way to get in there, I don't think. would be so easy to just squeeze through the holes, but okay, that would just make everything break. But yeah, like. Well, yeah, stupid. Okay. Not doing anything for me. Wait. No, I think I can reset with this gem, can't I? Hold on. No, I think I can't I? Okay, wait. If I do that, I might have placed this badly. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's something. Okay. So, oh, whoops. Oh, did I just soft lock myself? Can I get in there now? Shoot, I think I might have screwed up. Did I? Did I actually mess up? Can I get back in now? Wait. Yeah. Crap. I think I might have messed this up. Haven't I messed this up? Uh-oh. Reset checkpoint? Well, at least the game lets me reset it, I think. But, whoops. I actually think I soft-locked myself. I don't think I can get in there anymore. I'll be careful with that. This game is really pretty good about not letting you do that, but, well, at least you can reset things. Okay, but now I gotta redo what I did before. I guess you do have to do this to do things. Yeah. Okay, can't play something on top of that, but I don't think that's helpful in this scenario. Okay, what we need to do first is what? We need to something. No. What to do is make a hole so I can jam that. Gotta be careful that I don't soft like myself. Gotta make sure I don't do something dumb. So, now this is open. Let's take this out. And okay, gotta get you in here. I might need to switch the drill around a bit, maybe? I don't know if this angle is good. Maybe? Maybe it's okay? Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah. No. Completely doable, just don't get yourself stuck. Okay. Okay.
I've managed to extract an audio file from 1K's data stream incident. It's hard to be sure, because it's just a fragment, but I think it's some kind of log or diary.
We finished a new lab today. Some processes are still harder than others, but energy output was up 2,000%. It's incredible how each leap forward enables another. The next iteration of the machine will...
So as we suspected, someone was experimenting here, but experimenting on what? What was this machine they were building?
Maybe it's whatever powers the megastructure.
I don't know if they were supposed to sound like a child, or if that's just the voice actress sounding kind of like a child. I mean, I don't know, but he sounded definitely young. You know what I mean? But I think maybe it's just like the accent as well. Something about the British accent going on. Well, not British. I think it was actually like Scottish or Irish maybe. But anyway, there's something about the accent as well. Made it sound younger. I don't think it's supposed to be a child necessarily. Just sounded very young. Anywho, yeah. Just walking around this forest for no real reason. But I guess that's the episode. Did some puzzles. Did some lost stuff. Found something interesting with the vision. If you could call it that, whatever you want to call whatever a machine robot thing can get. But I mean, that's implying humans can get visions, so it's not just whatever. Anyway, I'm not sure what I mean saying here. Yeah, this is the other triangle. Yeah, we're gonna again do those last. I still gotta figure out the star puzzle, which yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to do with that yet. But again, I'm gonna leave that for later. You know, but I still need to get green to use somehow. I think maybe the 8 is gonna have something to do with it, probably, because it's so close by. Yeah, probably. That's close to 7 to this, but well, 7 is on the other side. It's, how would I do something there? I don't know. I mean, could I get? How? I don't know if I can really get a blue out anywhere. Is this with eyeball? Hold on. I don't need. Yeah, let's take this now. Do the puzzle. Can I hit the eyeball? Is that a thing I can actually interact with? It does look so. It wants to be something. No? It's not anything. It does look like it's right in place of something that could do something there, right? I don't think I can get something out of here. But I think we need a green, right? We needed a green or something. And now see the things in the we saw that thing shooting. What was that again? Yeah, like this, yeah. It seems to be disconnected now. Didn't I connect it last time? Because I have to do it again, but I guess it was all the way over here, you know, and then doesn't seem to have a purpose to it. But like it somehow continues somewhere and then it goes to up here. But I need something else. Something in there seemingly, because you can see a big old hole that would clearly go there, so yeah, something in there late is gonna help with that, I think. But again, not gonna think about it until I need to. But yeah, that's what it seems like. Again, talking to people again, we'll do that when I get a good chance to. But we all did a lot of lost stuff today. I feel like I did enough for this. Did 3 main puzzles and yeah. One last one and then the triangles. Alright, that's it. I don't know. I guess I'm done to say. There's nothing new in here or anything. I guess I can go to the next world. Oh no, I can't go to the next world before I do the at least 8 things here and go to the Sphinx again, probably, right? I guess. I don't know if it's gonna be the Sphinx again, but maybe. That's what I'm guessing. It could be something else. I have no idea. Alright. Yeah. That's it. That's it for today. Bye.